the whole idea behind this was Greg Musso and I were at a race recently, and I didn't get to talk to Greg about his Ironman Florida. And I said, man, I want to hear about it, man. I want to hear about it because as an Ironman athlete, you want to hear about someone's, either triumph or travesty. I want to hear about it. And so I'm glad y'all came out, and I think this will be pretty cool. So let's hear about 5 minutes of each person's race. Come on up, and first person. I'm not looking. Mike's overcome a crash this year, so we all overcome stuff to do this crazy racing. First name. Who folded it over with the glue towards it?
I know I did on my part. Show yourself.
Melissa.
Don't be intimidated by camera on you.
Are you at the time starts?
Yeah.
So, here it is. As most of you know, I'm probably not the fastest athlete. I'm a completer, not a competer. And for me, Arizona was after getting kicked out of Maryland. That sounds terrible. Maryland didn't happen, and so I got a choice to pick, and I picked Arizona because that's where my cousin lives. And my cousin was like, come out here, we'll be your escort, we'll do whatever. And I had no clue what would happen. As Dick said, he knew I'd cut it close, but he's like, goddamn, well, I didn't think it would be that close. Wouldn't have been that close had some wonderful cyclist had not decided to take me off the road and rear end me about like mile 41 or 42. And at that point, it was like everything was on. And I remember literally sitting in the middle of the gravel meeting going, not today! I do not have time for this! I've got to finish what I started. And from that time, it was literally racing every single minute of the clock. And it was like, I was telling the girls earlier when we were at dinner, I said, if you would have seen my cousins, I'm an only child, and so Gwen and Mike are my cousins. They're my first cousins, they're my only cousins. And they were like kids at Christmas, especially at the finish line. My cousin Mike's jumping up and down, oh my God, you're an Ironman, oh my God, you're an Ironman, keep going. It was like the first day of Christmas when he was a little kid, like, Santa's here, we gotta get up and go watch him. And I think that's when it hit me that how supportive my cousins were through the entire race. They never gave up on me. My cousin gave the speech. My mother's maiden name is Bess, and she goes, we are Bess, we are stubborn, we never give up. I think, oh crap, that's heavy, I've got to keep going. I think that for me, Arizona is beautiful. It was a fluke. It was a fluke that it rained. It was a fluke that somebody hit me, but I finished. I wouldn't have hoped that I would have had 2 minutes left before I was. As my husband said, you checked every box, you hit every cutoff, and you are an Ironman. And I think for anybody, you figure out that day what you're capable of. I think that's what I was capable of. I wasn't going to roll over. I was like, I have come too far. I'm going to go. I remember Dana saying to me, you just keep going until they come after your time and shit. I literally got to mile 20 on the run. Me and a 71-year-old woman, I'm like, oh hell, if she's out here at 71, I got no excuse. And she's like, oh good, we made it to 21. The lady goes, oh no, you got 6 minutes to get past those cars. And we're like, fudge! So her and I are running as fast as we can. And we're like, okay. And then we're like, crap, it's 11:30. And I remember the guy looking at me, you got 5 minutes. Like, you need to back off. You don't know what the hell I've been. And then I remember going through the chute. And I don't know if you think about the chute. And I didn't see it until afterward. I remember going through the chute going, what the hell are these people still doing up? It's midnight. Go home. And it was like chaos and pandemonium. And when I crossed the finish line, I had not had my timing chip the day before to get in the water. In Arizona, in order to do the open water swim that day to test it, you have to have your timing chip. And I remember going, excuse me, can someone please get my timing chip? I'm like, why are they not taking my timing chip off? I am done with this race. I want to be gone. And I'm like having to fight people to get my timing chip off. And the moral of the story is to always have a contingency plan with the group of people you come with, because at that point I saw my cousins and it was like, oh God, we didn't figure out what was going to happen after I got done. Where do we meet? What do we do? That type of thing. But I think the biggest thing is just you like people said, you'll go to dark places, you'll do this, you'll do that. I'm like, I didn't have time to go to a dark place. I just knew. That's all I kept thinking. And my husband said it was poignant because I was born and raised in Kansas City. I was excited when the Royals won the World Series. And like the Royal Series, like the Game 4 of the World Series, when I came out of the water with a huge Charlie horse, I kept going, Game 4, I'm not grounded. Because just like them, I never gave up. I would try to find any interval I could, whether it would hide from those people. I didn't hide. They just never got me. The saddest thing, though, is when you see the vanishing with the people that saw you wreck, and you're like, oh, they got them. Oh, I don't have time to worry about them and keep riding. So, but yeah, I did bring my medal, and my watch kind of works, kind of not. But I told my husband, I said, I really don't want to get it fixed because it's a reminder of what I went through. It's, not that I might need a constant reminder, probably going to have a huge scar down the side of my leg. But, I think we all have our stories, whether you're fast, slow, whatever. When you come across that finish line, it's nothing like you can ever imagine. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.